In a world where people are desperate for ways to separate from their screens and devices, tabletop gaming is experiencing a full-blown renaissance.
Thanks to Gamebox Monthly, people everywhere are learning that tabletop games are a great way to reconnect with the analog world and rediscover their original social network.
Gamebox Monthly sends a new awesome indie tabletop game right to your door every month. There are multiple subscriptions to choose from, and you can personalize them to fit your lifestyle.
Also, you're guaranteed to never get a title you already have, letting you focus on what matters most, having great times with great people. So visit GameboxMonthly.com now and use promo code DRAGON. That's GameboxMonthly.com. Rediscover social.
To this mythology, Paul's a connoisseur. Sarah has an interest, but it's all Greek to her. From Cronus's kids' weird childhood to what's going down in Hades' hood. These fables are bizarre but good. It's myth understood.
That was pained this time.
I know.
How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling pained.
You're feeling pained. Well, this is Paul and Sarah's feeling pained today because we are continuing the story of Eurystheus and his petting zoo. Wait, no, we were talking about Heracles / Hercules and all of his labors.
Yeah, and it's painful to have something that was really Disneyfied and a beautiful storybook ruined because he's a murderous freak like them all.
Yeah. Do you think though that the Disney version was a better telling of this? Is that what you're implying?
No, I'm saying it got bullshitted up. So that it's more palatable.
Yes, exactly. Hera was wearing a sparkling evening gown, and boy did she love that child. Yeah.
Oh, so darn, the baby's gone.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember her having even a line in the movie.
Just a mother's love.
Just a mother's love.
Which she definitely doesn't have.
Yeah, she punts babies.
I can't say I hate that part.
Well, when we last left Hercules,
he did 5 dilly-dallies.
He did 5 dilly-dallies for Eurystheus, and it was supposed to be
10 dilly-dallies.
10 dilly-dallies.
Yeah.
But instead it's going to be more. And
he's got other shit to do.
He does have other shit to do. But anyway, we just finished like the first 5 that he did. He slayed the Nemean lion. He slayed the Hydra of Lerna. He brought forth the horned hind and the Erymanthian boar. And lastly, he cleaned the stables of Augeas. So he did a bunch.
Just doing farm life.
Yeah. So would it surprise you that the next thing that he did also involved an animal?
No, I'm sticking to the petting zoo.
Yeah, it's a petting zoo scene. So the next thing that he had to do was to chase away the Stymphalides.
Huh?
The Stymphalides.
So you said an animal?
Yeah. The Stymphalides were immense birds of prey who shot from their wings feathers as sharp as arrows. Why does that make you laugh?
It's funny. I can see it. A stupid cartoon.
The home of these birds was on the shore of Lake Stymphalis in Arcadia, here in Los Angeles, Arcadia, and where they caused great destruction among men and cattle.
Yeah, imagine that in Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds.
That would have been really scary.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when he...
What part of The Birds is actually supposed to be scary? Is it just that there's a lot of them and that, there's like bird shit?
Are you talking about in Alfred Hitchcock?
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the Stymphalides that shoot
No,
arrows.
That's actually scary. What's actually scary in the Alfred Hitchcock?
It's like that. It's that thing of like a lot of anything is scary. Don't you agree?
No.
Like if you see one spider in your house.
Okay, no, one spider is scary.
But
how did you just lip along to me saying that?
But many
your lips just moved.
I saw it. But entering a house full of many spiders, that's way scarier.
No.
No?
No, because I'd be dead before that happened.
Okay.
I would have killed myself if I saw the first spider.
Say you have a friend who has an angry dog, and you open the door to their house, and it's
Yeah.
like, oh, sorry, I have an angry dog.
Yeah.
Okay, you'd still go inside. But if the house was full of like 40 angry dogs, sorry, I have 40 angry dogs. I'm not going inside.
But the birds are just like, they're just birding around. They're just flying.
They're the descendants of dinosaurs.
I don't know. I think Alfred Hitchcock might not be the king of suspense, and that's a hot take.
Whoa, okay. So upon approaching the lake, Hercules observed great numbers of the
Actually scary birds.
actually scary birds, the
Yeah.
Stymphalides. And while he was thinking about how to commence the attack, suddenly he felt a hand on his shoulder. And looking behind
See,
him,
now you were the king of suspense.
and then looking behind him, he saw, what did he see?
Some girl.
It was some girl. How do you know?
Because otherwise they'd be dead.
Otherwise, and it was some girl. It was your favorite goddess.
Who's my favorite guy? Oh,
It's Athena.
Drunk Athena?
Drunk Athena is standing behind him, and she's like,
hey, what time is it?
"Whoa, Athena, I can really smell your breath." Wow.
I'm a virgin.
Yeah, you're what?
I'm a virgin.
Oh, I thought you said you weren't one.
I wish.
Um,
If you know what I mean.
Listen, I'm this hero. You know, we have the same dad. But
Oh.
so does like all of Greece, right? Am I right?
Oh.
Anyway, I see. It looks like you brought me something in a bag.
Oh. Yeah, this isn't just some I found.
Okay, give me it.
Here you go.
Whoa, what are these? They're like bronze clappers.
And that was cute.
Did Hephaestus make these? God of the Forge?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Ye-
thank you for being so thoughtful, Athena. I'm going to use these with my next task. Thank you for showing up and putting your hand on my shoulder.
no problem. I planned all this out.
All right.
Uh-huh.
See you later.
I'm gonna go back to bed.
So he takes the bronze clappers and he claps them at the Stymphalides. And
Do they all faint?
no, but the sound and the rattle that the noise makes was so intolerable that the birds rose into the air in terror, and he just they like all sort of fired their feather arrows willy-nilly at each other and like murdered a bunch of themselves, and then the rest of them flew off, never to be seen again. All because Athena showed up and put her hand on his shoulder.
More murder.
More murder. Yeah.
That's sad. He just like made a species go extinct.
Yep.
And now
that's the
I
end of
can't go to the petting zoo.
them. Well, some of them flew off, so maybe he got a few of
Okay, I
them.
hope so.
So he returns. I've returned, cousin. I have chased off these birds.
Uh-oh.
Do you have another animal that you need help with?
Yeah. I feel like we've got a good assortment. We've got the boar, we've got the skin of a cat. We've got my actual cat, the deer. I don't know. I'm thinking like something real cutesy.
Really cutesy, like a bull.
Yeah, like a cute little bull.
Okay, cool.
You know, like put like a little bow in its hair and
Great. So you might remember when we talked about King Minos and Theseus that remember when King Minos's wife had sex with a bull inside of a giant wooden bowl with a hole cut out?
Yep.
Yeah, that
She
happened.
loved it.
She loved that. There was also that it was the same bull that Poseidon had sent that said, "Hey, you have to sacrifice this bull to me," and because Minos didn't sacrifice that bull, it caused that Cretan bull to go on a rampage through the countryside. And so one of Hercules' tasks is to capture that bull. So we are now like in a weird like
crossover.
yeah, it's like a crossover episode. But the crossover character is just the Cretan bull, which
Mhm.
is like a very bizarre thing.
So he's still running around having sex with people's wives?
Yeah, probably. And everyone hates it. And so Hercules grabs the Cretan bull, brings him again by the horns, and he brings him back to his cousin like, "Yo, yeah, I got this bull here. And in fact, I've even tamed him." He's not going to have sex with anyone's wife anymore.
I found Jesus.
Oh, since I've been gone, you found Jesus, Eurystheus?
No, I'm the bull.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't know that you talked. That's cool. Good talk. So
Oh, that's awesome. Put a bow in his hair.
put a bow in his hair. He's
He's
super
very
cutesy.
Cute.
He's gonna go in your petting zoo.
Yeah.
And
Put a little sweater on him.
and actually, this really does match with your petting zoo theory for Eurystheus, because he does end up the property of Eurystheus for a while. He keeps him, and people pet him, and he's tame. And then the animal, as soon as Hercules runs away on his next task, the Cretan bull, I guess, needed Hercules around to feel tame, because
He was like the
because
tamer.
as soon as he leaves, that bull is back to having sex with people's wives and
Is he really?
and running around until end of the crossover goes back to that story of Theseus, because Theseus is the one that captures the bull finally. So Hercules only temporarily succeeds at that one when you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
So sort of a weird one. But the next task involves what animal? What animal haven't we covered yet? Exactly, horses. How did you know? That's really weird that you did the trotting noise. The eighth labor of Hercules was to bring to Eurystheus the mares of Diomedes, who was the son of Ares and the king of the Bistonians, a warlike Thracian tribe.
What? What's all this shit?
What is all this?
Yes.
Is that too much?
Yeah.
So, the mares of Diomedes,
So they're horses.
they are
Of
female horses.
what? Of a town? Or of
Uh,
a person?
they belong to Diomedes, who is the son of Ares, so
Okay.
a man, and he is also the king of the Bistonians.
Which is a kingdom, I guess.
It's a yes. They
All right.
the Bistonians. It's sort of a weird name, isn't it? Sort of like
Mhm.
like
Sounds yummy.
they have a lot of bistros.
Mm-hmm.
They're actually a warlike Thracian tribe.
Thracian?
Thracian. Thracians come from Thrace. If you ever watched Spartacus, Spartacus is from Thrace.
Okay.
Well, he was on the Stars series. I can't really back that up. I'm not a huge Spartacus scholar. But this king Diomedes, he possessed a breed of wild horses of tremendous size and strength, whose food consisted of human flesh,
Uh-huh.
and
Horses are
known for eating humans.
Yeah, just strict carnivores. Yeah.
And all humans that had the misfortune of entering the country of Thrace were made prisoners and flung before the horses, who devoured them.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yep.
when Hercules arrived, he showed up at Diomedes' house. He was like, "Yo, it's Hercules. I'm here on my 8th labor. You have some horses.
What do you want with my cutie horses?
Your cutie horses. Well,
Better not be trying to put any of them in a goddamn petting zoo.
well, it's funny you should ask me that, because I happen to have a secret in my pocket, and I'm gonna show it to you.
What I love secrets.
Okay, it is
Show me,
a rope. Haha.
Ah!
And he lassoed Diomedes up, and
Well, Jesus, just like a western.
and then he said, Diomedes, what do you think I'm gonna do with you now?
Are you gonna steal one of my bistros?
I'm not gonna steal one of your bistros. I'm no interest in bistros.
Okay. Are you gonna tickle me? I don't like it.
Oh, I'm not gonna tickle you. Your horses might, though.
What?
I'm gonna throw you to your horses right now,
Oh.
because you've been murdering people with your horses, and now it's time to see if you're gonna get Ramsay Bolton.
This is Ramsay Bolton, yeah.
Yeah. So he picks him up, like he's probably very easy to carry, all like lassoed up. He's like a human purse, and then he throws him to the horses. The horses, of course, cannot distinguish him from any other human, and the horses chew him up and eat him. And as soon as they eat him, it's like all of their anger and
He's
frustration.
not a god person, though? He's related to Ares.
Yeah, I don't know why he's less godly than Hercules. Yeah, but he gets eaten up.
All right.
And as soon as that happens, the horses are like, I don't know what was different about that meat, but like all of my frustration and my anger has just melted away. What about you, Sylvia?
Yeah, I just I kind of want to eat grass. I've been eating human flesh
I
a lot.
want, yeah, I want grains
like,
too.
yeah,
It's like a
I
time
just
for
wanna,
a
like,
salad.
mullet in my teeth.
Yeah. So as soon as Diomedes is eaten, the horses are
See some sort of horse witch?
I guess so. They become less cannibalistic afterwards. So
Maybe he just tasted like ass.
maybe. So as after that happens, the Bistonians are enraged at the loss of their king, and they rushed after the hero and attacked him. But the horses all like fought for Hercules and like helped him kill all the Bistonians
Why?
because the horses turned good, I guess.
So what I'm learning about Hercules is he's kind of a selfish frat boy, but he's also like a dog whisperer,
Yes.
but towards every animal.
Uh-huh.
Okay. This is like got a Steve Irwin thing going on.
So he then returned to Eurystheus, and he was like, "Hey, I have these horses with me now. They're my friends."
Oh, awesome. I need those for my my petting zoo. They don't eat people or anything, right? Because like kids come and go a lot.
They might eat people still a little bit. You know what? I'm gonna give them to my friend Abderus. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's probably best for the petting
Yeah.
zoo. You know, there's liabilities and stuff. We've got insurance.
So
Things really taking off.
I'm so happy for you. This is how you're ruling men, is with your petting zoo.
Yeah.
So he gives the mares to his friend Abderus, who's like supposed to be like a trained horse whisperer too. But again, as soon as Hercules
Don't eat people. Whisper to you.
As soon as Hercules leaves the presence of the mares for an extended period of time, the horses then all turn on Abderus and murder and eat Abderus. So Hercules feels awful about that. He's like, I left you with these murderous horses. I'm going to build a city in your honor named after you. And then
So is he like 100 at this point? How's he have all this time?
Hercules?
Yeah.
He's got time. Hercules cities were a lot smaller back then too.
Okay.
It was just like a circle of huts.
Build Lego blocks. Your honor.
And so the horses ended up getting sent to Mount Olympus, where they could gallop in roam free without murdering people. So at least that happened.
Okay.
So happy ending for the horses.
Yeah.
So after he does this, he's like, Eurystheus, I'm happy that your petting zoo is taking off. I'm back. I'm really tired of animals. Can I have a breather from animals, please? Just like one breather from animals.
Fine. You can. You need to go to. You know what? I've been getting fat.
Yeah.
I've been getting fat. I would like to have a girdle.
A girdle? Why?
To look good for my lady.
Okay. All right. Whose girdle should I get then?
Let me see that again. Hippolyte.
Hippolyte?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, do you mean Hippolyta, the ruler of the Amazons?
Yeah.
Wonder Woman's mom?
Get Hippolyte's girdle so I'm not such a hippie lady. Okay. I mean it.
All right. Well, I guess I'll go over to where the Amazons live. And you saw the movie Wonder Woman, so where do the Amazons live?
They live in a place where men can't find it.
Yeah, but what's it called?
That's right, kitty cat. I forgot what it's called.
It's called the mascara.
There we go. The mascara.
The mascara, where all women come from.
Yeah.
And you remember Hippolyta then too.
Mm-hmm.
Portrayed by
lady.
Portrayed by that actress. Who played her?
It's not Robin Wright. She's her aunt.
Robin Wright was other one.
Woman actress played her.
It was Apalexia. I forgot who played her. Now that I'm thinking of it. Oh well. some woman actress.
Yeah.
All right. And boy, that was a thing. So Hercules travels to Themyscira. They dwelt on the shores of the Black Sea,
Oh
and
God, did they just go cock crazy for him?
they were a nation of warlike women renowned for their strength, courage, and great skill in horsemanship. Their queen Hippolyta had received from her father Ares a beautiful girdle, which she always wore as a sign of her royal power and authority.
Hey, you might want to take that off if you're riding horses and, being athletic.
Nope, it's my father gave me this girdle and he said I look hot in it.
It's very like proper lady Victorian style.
I wear it because I can still kick your ass while I'm wearing it.
Yeah, but I'm not arguing that you can kick my ass, but it'd be easier and probably better for you.
Nope.
All right.
I'm gonna wear it. It's bejeweled.
Ugh.
So when Hercules showed up, it actually was theoretically a very easy task, because as soon as he showed up, he's like, "Aha, I am Hercules," and Hippolyta sees him come up and is like, "Oh, hey!" Like she's just completely normal. And
How'd he get to the island?
He took a boat.
Is it not as hidden as it is in Wonder Woman?
Yeah, it's not hidden.
Yeah, okay.
It's just you just have to know where it is. So he's like, "Hey, it's me, it's Hercules. You're the queen around here?"
Yeah, do you want my girdle?
Yeah, I need to. I only actually need to borrow it too. Like my cousin thinks he's fat and he wants to wear it for a little bit.
Oh yeah, just a little figure training,
Just a little figure training.
Okay.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
I'll bring it right back.
Yeah.
Man, you're really cool.
No, I'm super cool.
Yeah, thank you. This is really easy.
Yeah, do you want some food?
Yeah,
Blowjob?
food and blowjob
Great.
sounds awesome.
Cool.
Thank you so
Anything you
much.
need. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, you gotta Yelp my island 5-star.
oh, it's earned it.
Okay,
Wow.
thank you.
So it should have been that easy, but Hera travels down from Mount Olympus.
Wait, doesn't she have a million other Zeus girlfriends? Hercules is such an old conquest at this point. Doesn't she have a million things that he's trying to currently fuck that she needs to keep track of?
She hates him. She's Hera, he's Heracles. It's like an
Um,
affront to her just for him to be around.
mm.
And so she shows up disguised as an Amazon. And
I'm strong too.
who's this girl?
I got a muscle on a horse.
Oh, what's going on, new Amazon that I've never seen before?
Oh shit, my horse is eating these people. It's the one from Olympus.
Oh God. It's so Hera is just like, "Psst, other Amazon.
Hey ladies.
Hey, hey, what's your name? I know your names. Ooh, Melanippe.
Oh, yes?
Yeah, Melanippe. It's I'm another Amazon. I heard that this man is here to steal away with our queen,
What?
and you are the leader of her forces,
Yes?
and you're like the lead bodyguard.
Yes?
You're supposed to defend her.
Oh my god.
Rally the troops.
Hey ladies.
Yes. They all have shutters and they're opening the windows.
Mhm.
What do you want?
Time to punch a dick.
So all of the Amazons attack Hercules, and he is fighting all of them off. I mean, as skilled and as trained as they are, it's sort of just like a bunch of skilled, trained ninjas against Superman. It doesn't matter how good they are. He's just bludgeoning, clubbing blows, a force of nature. And Hippolyta, just in the middle of it, is like, "Stop! Why are you? I'd never ordered this. Go away." And so that settles that, and the rest of the.
So he doesn't kill anyone?
No, he kills some of the Amazons.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah, he's killed a good handful of them, and so that's how that goes.
I hope this doesn't change your island experience and that you'll still rate us fairly on Yelp.
I'll rate it 5 bodies because that's how many lives I took.
I am running a business here.
So he leaves and he's like, "Yo, Eurystheus, I've returned from Themyscira. I have your bejeweled girdle. I don't know if it'll fit you. It's a little.
What's that supposed to mean? It
It's
won't fit me.
it's designed for a slender, well-trained, athletic woman.
And what am I?
None of those things.
Fine, but why won't it fit me?
It doesn't match your eyes. Okay, fine. This was embarrassing. Can you just send me like one last animal task, please?
Okay. Are there gerbils anywhere or oxen?
Oxen
Or gerbils?
or gerbils?
One or the other.
I'll go with the oxen. Thank you. Gerbils sound like more trouble than they're worth. So the 10th labor of Hercules was to capture the magnificent oxen belonging to the giant Geryones, who dwelt on it. And that is two names. That's Geryones. And he dwelt on
There's some Greek person named Jerry.
and he dwelt on the island.
Jerry and Hercules. No, I hope they become a team.
They should. He dwelt on the island of Erythea in the Bay of Gadria, and this giant had 3 bodies with 3 heads, 6 hands, and 6 feet.
Oh, I'm sorry. He himself has 3 bodies?
He has 3. Yep.
What?
He has all of those
All
things.
connected.
All connected at the pelvis.
This is stupid looking.
That's his body.
You
That's
have a picture?
That's Geryones. No. I do have this fresco though, which has like several Hercules butts in it.
Oh. Not as nice as I'd expect.
Really? It's very square. It's a very square butt.
I don't like it.
So after a long and wearisome journey, he arrives at the western coast of Africa, sort of like near where Morocco and Spain meet. And
Yeah, where all the big 3-bodied giants live.
And while he's there, he's said to have erected the Pillars of Hercules on either side of the Strait of Gibraltar. So he had.
Was he just bored?
He was just bored, and he and you. I don't know if you've ever seen or looked up a picture of it, but the Rock of Gibraltar is a very, very tall landmass that sits down there at the southern tip of Spain. And so that's one of the things that he just mounted some.
So who claimed that?
Who claimed that?
Yeah, historically, who was like, oh yeah, it's Hercules, because that's not really Greek mythology area.
Well, I mean the holy, or not even the holy, but the Roman Empire expanded all the way over there, and so, and the Romans loved Hercules so much so that they had to adopt him from Heracles. So, yeah, I think that's probably where that came from. There's a bunch of that, so after he does that, he discovered, like, I think probably one of the reasons that he built those pillars is that he was looking for shade, because he found the heat in Africa so insufferable that he angrily raised his bow towards the heaven and threatened to shoot Helios.
Wow.
It was like, turn off your golden chariot. It is too hot. But again, what do you think happened here? Because we were talking about this in part 1. Hercules
You're
always
not
gets
even
a
allowed to
pass.
sneeze at the sun.
Yeah.
In most.
Mm-hmm. Helios, instead from being incensed by his audacity, was so struck with his admiration for his daring that he lent him his golden boat, which let him.
You yelling at me? Here's a boat, you sweetie pie.
Yes, exactly what happened. He lends him his boat so that he can get to the island of Erythea.
All right.
And so then, as soon as he arrives there, he discovers that Geryones has a dog named Orthrus, who's a giant scary dog.
Oh, is he gonna kill him?
Yeah, he attacks Hercules, and with a superhuman effort, he slew the dog, and then used the dog to bludgeon his master.
Oh
with.
God!
He kills him with his own dog.
Some SVU shit.
Yep. So then he gets the herd, puts them all on Helios's golden boat, I guess.
A herd of what? Now I forgot what he was even. The ox.
The oxen. Yeah, he got
Oh
those
man.
oxen. Yeah. and he drove the
He
cat.
never just showed up a place with like money.
No, he didn't. He didn't offer people
Just
money. He
stealing
just
and
stole them from him.
murdering.
Yeah, well, he's a giant. He's a creepy looking giant.
I'm sure giants like things. They have a dog. He's humanized enough in that way.
Yeah, but he's connected at the pelvis with all 3 of his bodies and 3 of his heads and his legs.
Well, one of his heads had some common sense, I'm sure.
Yeah, it is weird that it is counted as one person. You think that like having 3 heads,
Triplets.
yeah.
Adjoined triplets, right?
But then what do you count? Is the Hydra all one thing, or is every single head a different personality?
Well, no, that's different. I don't think if you chop one of the giant's head off, more would sprout.
He never tested that, did he? He just beat him with a dog.
Well, when it's conjoined twins, they like can marry different people.
That's true. We need to investigate this further, apparently. More, listen to Elaborate, hosted by Jake Lloyd. So Hercules takes the cattle back to Eurystheus, and immediately when he gets there, Eurystheus is like, "Awesome, thanks for these, thanks for the cattle. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna sacrifice them all to Hera because she's my favorite goddess."
Not cool, bro.
Not cool? Do you want me to brain you again?
I'd rather you brain me than give anything to Hera. She's gonna try to kill me.
Well, because you're acting so insolent towards me,
Most people like that.
Yeah, some people give you a boat, but I don't. I am instead saying, you know what? You did not complete 10 tasks for me.
But I did the dilly dallies.
All right.
The daily dilly dallies.
Your second daily dilly dally, and this is taking you 3 years. These haven't been daily. This is taking you a long ass time.
I've been doing them daily.
Okay.
I have a dilly dally tally.
Please. Oh, that's dumb. So he decided that with the spurring of Hera actually gave Eurystheus these ideas. Like right after he sacrificed these oxen for her. She's like, "Psst, here's some ways to get him to still do labor for you." The first way was that the task of killing the Hydra, he says, you know what? You were supposed to do all these labors by yourself. And in that one, you gave the task of soldering off the heads of the Hydra
boy.
to
I get you in trouble,
your nephew Iolaus.
Unk.
Yeah. And so that was 50-50 done by you and Iolaus. So I'm going to rescind that task. That one doesn't count.
Jeez.
The second one that doesn't count was that you didn't actually clean the stables. The river did. So
you don't understand much about irrigation. I had a part in that.
We live in a mystical realm where there are river gods, and that river god could have just been like, nope, I'm not going to let that river go through here.
You never said that there was a way I had to do things. You just said I had to do things.
Well, that's the way I'm going to say it. So
now, after all these years of showing me,
I finally showed you.
Have a pair of balls.
Yeah. So
Wait, what's the reason I don't just kill you again?
Because I am the Lord of all men.
I don't care. I kill a lot of people.
I know, but
I'm stronger than you and better than you.
You clearly are. But I have a petting zoo, and
God damn, I do love that gorgeous petting zoo.
Yeah. So here's my next task for you, and this one's a doozy. I want
a dilly dally doozy.
A dilly dally doozy. These are the apples of Hesperides.
It sounds easy so far. You want a fucking apple?
I want some apples of Hesperides.
I'm gonna go to the store.
The store is not called Hesperides. They can't.
That's a chain. It's got to be a chain.
It's not a chain.
I swear I've shopped there. I have a card for Hesperides.
You have to go and pick these apples from a very special spot.
I have a club card. You'll see.
They're golden apples, and they grow on a tree. And they were presented by Gaia to Hera on her wedding day.
Ugh, Hera again.
Yep. So go get some apples from that sacred tree, please.
I don't want to go anywhere Hera has
go.
Been. For some reason, I'm your bitch.
Uh-huh. So the sacred tree was guarded by 4 maidens, the daughters of Nyx, and they were called the Hesperides, and they did not have a grocery store chain. And they were assisted in their task of guarding by a terrible 100-headed dragon. And
100-headed.
And each of those heads, you betcha, had a different spouse. And this dragon never slept, and out of its 100 throats came a constant hissing sound, which effectively warded off all intruders.
I hate my job. I sit by this tree, and I'm like, oh, don't eat an apple. And then there's this fucking dragon that don't shut up.
The what made the undertaking more difficult was that Hercules had no idea where this garden was. In fact, no mortal man knew where this garden was. And so
his GPS was just like, make a U-turn.
Yeah, exactly.
Make a U-turn.
No satellite reception. So Sarah and I use the British setting on our.
We do. Well, now I'm Australian.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What does that one sound like?
Oh, take a left.
Yeah. It's so belligerent.
Hey, in 0.4. Now I'm just Cockney.
Yeah.
In 0.4 miles, get over to the right.
I used to use the German setting.
Yeah.
Kein satiren Empfang.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so he first traveled through Thessaly. So he basically just like chose a direction and walked. Like he was like, I'm going to find
blind confidence. Someone who's never got their ass checked in life.
Yep. So, and when he was walking, he arrived at the river Echidorus, where he met the giant Sickness, who was giant Sickness. And if you're wondering how Sickness is spelled, this is Cycnus. So maybe Cycnus, but I like Sickness. And he was the son of Ares, and he challenged him in single combat here.
I at this point, I'm just, I'm reverse orphaning Ares.
Yeah. What do you mean?
I'm being Hercules.
Oh. Okay. So in this encounter, Hercules just completely vanquished his opponent and murdered him.
And Ares, the god, is like, that's fine.
Well, Ares, remember, this is the thing where, Ares is always everyone's bitch in these stories. So Ares comes down to challenge Hercules one-on-one. He's like, did you just kill my giant Sickness?
Yeah, and I killed your other son too.
Wait, that's okay if you killed my other son, but if you weren't down with the Sickness, then I don't know how the rest of that song goes, but
I think it's just that over and over again.
I think so, yeah. Music is terrible. Let's fight! So they have a fight, and a terrible struggle ensues, which lasted for a very long time until Zeus comes down and he's like, "Whoa, what are you two doing?"
He just starts spraying him with a squirt bottle. Knock it off.
He hurls a thunderbolt between the two of them and says, "Knock it off." And
he actually did?
Yeah, basically, yeah. And then Hercules proceeds on his journey. That's all it takes.
Does he even talk to his dad?
He's like, "Thanks, Dad. Bye." Do
they have a close relationship at all?
Oh, super close. No, they don't.
No.
Zeus doesn't have time.
Yeah.
He's so busy.
Yeah, finding new ladies.
So Hercules proceeds on his journey, and he reaches the river Eridanus, where there are nymphs, and he's seeking advice from them, and he finds that the shifting sea god Nereus alone knows the way to the garden of Hesperides. So Hercules finds him asleep, and seizing the opportunity, sneaks up on the sea god Nereus and just puts him in a huge chokehold, while he's sleeping.
Oh, hello to you.
Yeah. And so as he's like has him in this stranglehold, he's like, You're gonna tell me how to get to the botanical gardens.
You could have just asked.
No, I couldn't. I knew you wouldn't. You're a sea god. You'd shapeshift, and so I need to hold you here so you're choking.
Fine, I'll tell you.
Okay, where do I go?
To the left.
To the left. Okay, thanks.
Make a U-turn.
Make a U-turn.
Then make another U-turn.
And then make another U-turn. Then I'm there?
Didn't done right, governor.
So he releases Nereus, and he tells him to go over towards walk to Libya. It's gonna be near there.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah, that's all I need to know which country to walk towards.
Mhm.
And then find the thing I'm looking for.
Of course, on the way there, he encounters the king Antaeus, who was the son of Poseidon and Gaia. So that is a grandmother and son offspring. You don't look surprised at all.
Oh, wait. Together they did that.
Uh-huh.
Grandmother?
Yeah, Gaia is the grandmother
Uh-huh.
of Poseidon, and the two of them had the king Antaeus.
Wait, why were they doing it?
Why not?
Oh,
They're gods. They do
all
it.
right.
Uh-huh. And
Oh, doesn't all you gotta do is like stick your pee-pee in the sand, right? With Gaia, and she's pregnant.
basically,
You
yeah.
really could just be like pleasuring yourself and
Mhm.
like throw it in a sock and
Now,
do a load of wash, and the baby comes out.
exactly.
Okay.
And you know, I didn't make a note of it in my notes, but I realized I'm so familiar with the story of Antaeus. And you might recognize the name in itself too, because you and I were on a web series called The New Adventures of Pink Girl and the Scone.
Dr. Antaeus.
And we had a character named Dr. Antaeus.
Yeah.
And Antaeus had super strength only when
He was touching the ground.
he was touching the ground. And that is why Antaeus lost this wrestling match, is because Antaeus had godlike
right.
strength in his own right, but only when his feet were touching the ground, because of his connection to his mother / great grandmother, Gaia. And so when Hercules wrestled him, he was like, "Oh man, Antaeus, you got this super strength. What if I put you in a bear hug and hold you above the earth so that your feet can't touch the ground? And then once your feet don't touch the ground, then I can squeeze the life out of you."
We killed him?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, then he kills Antaeus.
Sad.
Yeah. So that's what happens to Antaeus. But, you know, Antaeus probably shouldn't have challenged him to a wrestling match.
Well, yeah, but anytime someone is, let's wrestle, I'm never like, well, I'm gonna die. Little-
Clearly you've never wrestled me before. So when he continues on his journey after killing Antaeus, he wanders through Arabia until he arrives at Mount at the Caucasus, the mountains. And this is where we're going to go all the way back to Myth Understood episode, I want to say 2 or 3. All the way back, considering it's not even really that far. But Prometheus, the last time we saw him,
he was chained up, getting
he was chained to a rock,
getting eaten out forever,
getting his liver eaten out by an eagle every day. And so when Hercules finds him, he says,
Peepaw.
Hey, Hercules, it's me, Prometheus, and I'm chained to this rock.
Yeah, I know, you're my peepaw.
Okay. So hey,
Tell me a story.
Okay, here's a story. Every day an eagle comes along and eats out my innards, and then it grows back.
Okay, sit on your lap. I never had a grandpa before.
So I'm okay. I'm not your grandpa.
I think you are.
No.
You're not?
No. I'm a Titan. I'm like a child of one of the Titans. I'm like your
Wait, who's my mom related to? I thought it's Prometheus.
Your mom? No, Perseus. You're thinking of Perseus.
Will you be my peepaw?
Okay. Well, you see that eagle that's flying this way right now?
Yeah.
Can you murder it for me?
Fine.
I heard that you murder everything.
Birds especially, yeah.
Okay, great. So Hercules turns around and just like punches that eagle in the face and like breaks its neck as soon as it flies towards Prometheus that day.
Mm-hmm.
And then he frees Prometheus and says, "Go on your merry way. Be free, Peepaw.
See you at Christmas, Peepaw."
See you at Christmas." And so
I mean, in a way, they are related, though, for sure.
And if you remember, Prometheus is also the god of foresight, and so Prometheus knows exactly what Hercules needs to do in order to complete this task. And he says, "Thank you for rescuing me, Hercules. There's only one god who can retrieve the apples of Hesperides for you. His name is Atlas. He is further up the way on this path. He is holding up the heavens. He can retrieve the apples for you.
All right.
Okay.
Sounds easy enough. Am I gonna have to hold the heavens up too?
Maybe. I'm the god of foresight. I'm not the god of details. So, best of luck. Thank you for saving me. My liver.
So no like lottery numbers or anything, huh?
14, 12, 36.
Ooh.
Yeah. Good luck. So when Hercules reaches Atlas is like, "Oh God. Hey, how's it going?"
Oh, I'm good. Oh, is it arm day at the gym, bro? Because I see you're lifting.
Yeah, very funny. Yeah, I remember I was a titan that like helped war against your dad.
Oh, so you got in trouble? This is punishment?
This is my punishment. I have to hold up the heavens at all times.
Oh man.
Yeah. So what's up? What do you need?
Oh, I need I guess an apple.
Pick an apple from a tree.
Yeah, I gotta go to this grocery store though.
What's it called?
Heracles or something.
Hesperides?
Yeah, that grocery store.
Okay, that's not a grocery store. That's a.
I have a club membership for it.
Well, that's weird because it's just a group of nymphs. They guard this tree and there's golden apples. But I don't know if anyone told you this, but it has to be a god that grabs the apples.
I'm pretty gaudy.
No, you're not a full god though. So like you'll actually burst in flames if you like try to grab it. So. Oh, ooh! I have an idea.
Yeah.
You look pretty strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw you like murder that guy on the way here.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Do you think you could hold up the heavens and I'll grab the thing for you?
Duh.
Okay, great. Here, take this side. Take this. Okay, take that side.
Easy.
Take this side.
Wow, you're kind of a whiner. The heavens are super light.
I've been holding it for like 400 years.
Okay, well.
Okay. Boy. Okay. Hesperides, Garden of Hesperides. Gotcha. Now I know where it is. All right. So
It's that way.
All right. So Atlas leaves. He picks golden apples from the tree without the Hesperides even noticing because he's a god. He can just sort of like sneak in like the smoke, grab the things, and he comes back and he's like, "Oh my god, I just got these apples for you. You know what? Who do you have to give them to?"
My douchebag cousin.
So here's the thing. I'm really comfortable not holding the heavens. So I was thinking I could take these to your cousin and then just like never return.
Dad.
Your father can't hear
Dad.
you here.
Daddy.
I think Zeus knows well enough to not get involved in this because if he gets involved and throws a lightning bolt, the heavens could come crashing down.
Daddy.
Crush all the beautiful women on earth.
So I don't care.
Okay. Well, what Hercules / Heracles uses in this moment is actually his astounding wit, which isn't that astounding. He says, "Yo, Atlas, I will gladly hold these heavens up for you for the rest of my goddamn life. If you let me first fashion a pad for my shoulders." And Atlas is like, "All right, yeah, that seems reasonable." So they switch positions, and Hercules is like, "Sucker, bye," and he leaves and he takes apples, and he returns to Eurystheus, who, upon receiving them, says, "Hey, thanks for these apples, Hercules," and then returns them to Hera. Says, "Thanks." Back to her tree they go. That's all that needed to happen here, was to just prove that you could do it.
Oh, do you need a receipt to return those to the grocery store?
Nope, it's fine. Just give them back.
Okay.
Say they had a worm in them.
I got a receipt.
Okay.
At the grocery store.
So the final task that he gives to Hercules involves what?
A woman.
An animal.
Oh, okay.
It's more animals.
A woman animal.
Eurystheus wants to be brought to his court the most prestigious god. Nope. He wants to be brought to his court the most prestigious animal owned by the gods, and he wants to see it in his court.
No, not Pegasus.
Not Pegasus.
Oh.
You are correct.
What do you got? What do you got better than that?
Cerberus,
Who dat?
the three-headed hound of Hades.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's like, please bring Cerberus.
That's more prestigious than Pegasus.
Yeah. Pegasus is small potatoes compared to
Pegasus
like the
kicks ass.
official guardian of hell. Please bring him
Mm.
to my house. So when Hercules sets out, he has to go to the underworld just like every other hero, and he has to find his way to find the entrance to the underworld. And when he reaches the entrance to the underworld, he finds that there are shades of great heroes and villains waiting for him to battle him on his way into the underworld.
This is kind of fun.
Yeah. And when he shows up, the shade of Medusa and the shade of Meleager show up, and they're there to do combat with him.
Immortal combat.
Immortal combat. And they begin battling him. And before any terrible thing can happen to Hercules, Hermes shows up, and he's like, whoa, why are you battling these shadows, Hercules?
Because I gotta get that dog thing.
Yeah, okay, but so these are shades. They're like the memories of past life. You cannot kill them. There is no possible way you can defeat them.
Just watch me.
No.
Dad,
I have,
Daddy, Daddy.
I have been watching you for a while. It's been a really long time. You cannot, you don't make physical contact with them.
Watch.
Yeah, that's not hurting them. They just sort of come back together.
They don't like it.
All right, follow me. We're going to go down and talk to Hades and Persephone and see if we can get this dog thing taken care of.
Then I'm gonna come back up and kick these shadows' asses.
All right, yeah, okay. Yeah, come on. So as he reaches the underworld, he does indeed get to stop by and see Megara and his children.
Oh,
They're
damn, that's
in the
dark.
underworld. And he shows up after he sees them, and they're sort of like wafting silently, sadly through the underworld. And he is saddened by that vision of them. And so he approaches Hades and he says, Hades?
Yes.
So I'm this is a very slimy voice you have. I'm sorry. I mean, I don't mean to.
Excuse me. Are you asking me a favor?
Yeah. Okay. So I have not favors. No, nay, demands.
Oh.
First things first. My wife and children that I murdered, they should be enjoying life in the Elysian fields where heroes get to live. Please send them there.
You don't want me to bring them back to life?
No.
Oh.
I'm tired of them. I killed them. They'd resent me. No,
All
send
right.
them to the Elysian fields so they can like.
I feel like you'd have more pull because you're daddy.
Yeah, I do, and that's my pull. Is
Okay.
put them in the Elysian fields.
All right.
All right,
Well,
do that.
sure.
All right.
I want all of our guests here to enjoy the experience. We also run on Yelp.
Okay.
As all small businesses do.
All right. So you want 5 stars then?
I want the 5 stars.
Okay. So for 5 stars,
Hmm?
let me borrow your dog.
My dog.
Yeah, the 3-headed one over there.
But it's my pup.
Okay. Well, it's your pup, but give me your dog so I can show him to my
Well,
cousin.
He's got a special harness I have to put on him.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he does. He's got 3 heads. Tell me, do each of his 3 heads have different personalities?
Different personalities, no, but different wives, yes.
Different wives. Okay.
Yeah, it's just one dog lying to a bunch of female dogs.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's dark. That's why he's guarding the underworld.
It's
isn't
not dark. It's genius. He rewrote the game.
it? Okay. Well, I'll just take him here, and I'll bring him back because no one wants this except for you.
What?
Bye.
Cutie.
5 stars. 5 stars. So when Hercules returns to his cousin's palace.
Why was his family floating around all sad because they got murdered?
Well, that's sort of what
like
happened.
you suffer if you get something bad happens.
That's
to
just
you?
sort of the concept of hell in Greece, is that like they're in the underworld. Everyone goes down to the underworld, and unless you did something terrible or terrific, you just sort of float around until
Ah.
your soul gets repurposed.
Yikes.
So yeah, so the heroes go to the Elysian Fields, and the baddies go to get tortured.
And if you're in the hell or heaven part of this, not the limbo, are you in there forever? Your soul doesn't get repurposed? Like you're
There's like, so King Minos is the judge of the underworld, and he decides how long your sentence is to float about.
Oh.
So yeah, as soon as Eurystheus sees Cerberus walking through the doors of his kingdom on a leash with Hercules,
He's like, oh man.
he's like, yeah, exactly. He's like, this was the last labor that I asked of Hercules, and he did indeed accomplish it, and that's it. That's
Look, dude, my petting zoo aside, I've also been trying to come up with like a prank Hercules show, and it's just not taking off.
It's not, no.
No, you've been doing everything, and my viewers aren't liking it. So just get gone.
Mhm.
Get gone.
I'll get gone. Thank you. I am done with my servitude. Thank you so much. Do you want me to take this dog back to the underworld?
Yeah, what am I gonna do with that? It's not petting zoo material.
Okay. Yeah, he does have a lot of toothy bites, and he's got 3 wives to return to.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, he's in the game. That's what they say.
He really is.
So, you probably want to know now, after all of this foolishness, does Hercules ever remarry? Does he ever find love again?
I was gonna ask if he ever did anything heroic.
He did so many heroic things. He's the king of heroics.
He's chore boy.
He's chore boy. So, when, oh my gosh, I just remembered how the story ends, and you're gonna love it so much, but I still have
God.
to get through this. So, there is another woman that entered Hercules' life, and her name was Deianira. And Deianira was the daughter of Oeneus, who was the king of Aetolia. And she was also the sister of Meleager, whose shadow that he just fought in the underworld. And she was ultimately also the cause of Hercules' death.
Whoa.
So 3 years into his happy marriage with Deianira, an unfortunate accident occurred. Hercules was one day present at a banquet. At a banquet. It's like a banquet, but with banks.
But for bankers.
And it was given by King Oeneus, who, and when he was at this banquet, Hercules did just a very large gesticulating gesture and ended up smacking someone in the head and murdering them. And it was a young child of noble birth. Like, he just like murdered this kid. Just like, he was just like, and then she said, "Oh my God, I just murdered this child."
Everyone screams and he goes, "No, that's not what she said. She said malt pudding."
And so the father of the unfortunate youth, who had witnessed the occurrence, saw he gave Hercules a pass. He saw that was an accident.
What was he doing there?
And therefore absolved Hercules from blame. But Hercules decided to act accordingly to the law of the land and banished himself from the country.
No, I'm gone. I'm out of here.
I do not accept your acceptance of me murdering your son. So he bid farewell and set out for Traken to visit his friend King Ceyx. I don't know if you remember, we did that whole thing about Ceyx and the birds and all that, and the star-crossed lovers episode that we did.
The birds and this what?
Ceyx and Alcyone.
What happened with
You'll
birds?
have to listen to our own episode.
I don't listen to this.
Truth comes out. So over the course of the journey, they, Hercules Hercules and Deianira, along with their young son Hylas, have to cross the river Evenus, and there's a centaur there named Nessus, who is known for like I'll carry people across this river, and however
Work for tips.
Nessus remember that side story about all the centaurs that Hercules killed.
Shut up. This guy parties.
He is terrified of Hercules when he shows up, and so as soon as Deianira gets on Nessus for him to like carry her across the river, then he's like, wait a minute, that's Hercules. Hercules killed all the centaurs, and starts galloping away because he's terrified of Hercules. But Hercules has heard all the stories of centaurs and how they run off with women all the time, and thinks that he's running off with his wife. So he charges after Nessus, jumps onto his back, brings him down to the ground, and just like breaks his neck on the ground. And as Nessus is laying there on the ground, paralyzed and dying and bleeding out, he's thirsting for revenge against Hercules for doing this, for assuming that he would run off with his wife, for killing all these centaurs in the past like a great hero. And he says to Deianira, hey, I have something for you. I'm dying, but I have something for you.
Wait, to the wife?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So your husband who just killed me, he's really good looking, and he's got like this legend about him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. As your looks fade, he's probably gonna run off with some other woman.
What?
Yeah, just saying that. So here's what you gotta do. If you want Hercules to stay with you, if you ever sense that he's straying from you, have him drink from my blood, and it will keep him with you.
Oh, that's so nice of you.
Yeah, you're very welcome.
Yeah, give me some blood.
Yeah, here's a vial. I just happen to have it in case this happened.
That's perfect.
Thank you. You grab it from me though, because I'm dying. Take the vial. It's yours.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
This
Bye.
is legit.
Bye. I'm dead. So Nessus dies, and Deianira keeps the blood of Nessus for years, and she's still having this happy marriage with Hercules. One day, Deianira discovers that Hercules is riding off. She sees him riding off on a horse with this beautiful young woman named something. She has a name. It is something that starts with an H, I believe. Well,
Hera.
It does not start with an H. It starts with an I. Her name is
Okay.
Her name is Iole.
Iole.
Iole. Iole.
Yeah.
And so she sees this, and she's very sad to see, oh, the centaur was right. He's attracted to this woman. And so she sneaks after him, and she follows him all the way to the temple of Athena. And he sees Hercules and Iole acting very happy with each other and giddy about something. And so she shows up, and she
Let me smell your dick.
And she says, Hercules, why are you're here at this temple Athena of Athena with this young woman who I don't even know who this is. If you want to do this, that's fine, but if you love me, you're going to drink this vial right now. You're going to drink from this vial, please.
That's blood.
You don't know that. It's strawberry jam. Drink it. I made it.
Oh. Okay.
So Deianira gives Hercules this vial of blood to drink.
I hope this isn't blood of any of my enemies I've slaughtered.
It's certainly not.
Because that would be suspect.
It would be suspect, but it is not suspect. It is strawberry jam that I made. So Hercules drinks from it and immediately starts to keel over, for Nessus's blood was imbued with his final curse upon Hercules, that that a
I
drink
didn't know that he was magical.
that a drink from his why not? He's a centaur. A drink from his blood would bring the hero down and kill him.
Wow.
And as he's falling to the ground and clutching himself, Iola's like, why, what are you doing? Why'd you poison your husband?
I'd rather have him be dead than fucking you.
He's not going to be fucking me though, because so Hercules brought me here to get Athena's blessing before he introduced me to your son so that I could marry your son.
Welcome to the family.
Thank you. Oh, I don't get a stepdad now. He dead.
Why would you be a stepdad?
I don't get Hercules as my stepdad.
Why would you be your stepdad?
I don't know how marriage works.
Am I adopting you?
Aren't we all related? So the when Hercules dies, instead of going to Hades,
Goes to Olympus?
like all their mortals, because of all of his heroics that you apparently do not count as heroics, he ascended to Olympus, where he finally made amends with Hera.
Why?
Because
Wouldn't she be more mad that he's up there?
No, she accepts him now that he's up there. And as a token of her admiration for him, for putting up with her after all these years, like, I ribbed you good, didn't I, Hercules? I made you go mad and murder your first wife. And children.
I'm over it.
It's water under the bridge. Let me present you with your wife up here on Olympus.
Which one?
It is Hebe the cupbearer.
Oh, man.
Here's your new wife.
No.
She is the goddess of holding cups, and you are the man who ascended into a god.
Anybody else?
I think it would be a match made in the heavens. Match made in the heavens.
I'd marry Ares, and we don't get along.
Hi, I'm Hebe. I'm going to be your wife. What would you like me to hold today? This cup of coffee?
Sure.
This cup of coffee creamer?
Oh, my God, no.
This cup of water? This cup of blood of your enemies?
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, we actually do have a lot in
We
common.
have a lot in common, don't we? So that's the story of Hercules. We did it. We did it in 2 parts.
It's sad and shitty.
Is it what makes it so sad and shitty?
Well, he's just an errand boy.
He is an errand boy.
He's not necessarily going out and being like, "What? There's trouble. Let me help." He's like, "I'm gonna do this so I get my cousin off my back."
Sort of, yeah.
It makes it way less heroic.
Well, yeah. It's well, they're sort of. Did you not know before this that they were called the labors of Hercules?
That sounds familiar.
Yeah. So that's always what they have been. It's not like
But why is he a hero?
because he succeeds at his very difficult labors.
Okay.
I guess so. If
He's not just a guy who does his job.
Maybe, but I mean, it's not his job to be a monster slayer.
But it is. He signed up for it.
As penance for murdering his wife.
Is that why he did it? With his cousin?
Yeah, because otherwise he wouldn't have done it.
I thought he just did it because his cousin was always braining him. So
that's something entirely that you made up.
I don't know.
And now it's become part of the lore.
Let's go back on the tape.
No, he does it. He does these things because he feels like he's undeserving of a regular life. He must go into servitude for his cousin to make up for the crimes of murdering his family.
In the Sorbo show, do they talk about him killing his wife and kids?
I think so. I think they did that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they even did that thing where he visited his wife and children in Hades and then made them go to the Elysian Fields too.
Didn't they kind of do like a red kryptonite Hercules thing? Like he could go bad again. I feel like
what
they touched on him being like a bad Hercules.
I really didn't watch a lot of that show.
I didn't watch that much of it. I think they did that a little bit. Maybe I'm wrong. And then it really makes the Disney version dark because we end with a happy ending with him meeting Megara.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think that they sort of fused Megara and Dianara because Dianara sort of has that duplicity to her where she doesn't trust him and and has the secret potion and has the secret relationship with one of his enemies.
So now that Hercules is up there and he's a god, as a god, he can still go down and impregnate things. So is he still fucking around?
I don't know. And these aren't the only tales of Hercules too, because Hercules ends up we haven't done Jason and the Argonauts yet, but he is one of the Argonauts, so he goes on that heroic expedition, and I guess when we reach that, you can decide if that's actually a heroic expedition or not.
When did he get to do that? In between chores?
In between, after doing the labors.
Oh, after? Okay.
Mm-hmm. In fact, I believe he took Iolus on that too, so Iolus got to do something else.
Oh, his little wife?
Huh?
That's his wife.
Iolus is his nephew.
Oh, this guy.
Huh?
Right.
Yeah, the guy that you assigned that voice. Why do you think the stories of Hercules endure?
I guess, he's got longevity in the story on his side. Most people get smashed down pretty quickly.
Yeah. I was thinking about how normally when I read up on heroes, I have to do a lot of compilation of notes and putting things together, whereas with Hercules,
They're all in a succession.
It feels like every book on mythology has every single one of his labors in it, and they don't really skip over things. And I think it's probably because every major person who was chronicling mythology had a full and detailed account of Hercules. There's not a lot that was lost involving him.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's probably why he endures as well.
Yeah.
But also, you have these. I think most people know the Hydra. It's an iconic part of Greek mythology.
Well, and these were all acted out as well, right? During storytelling.
Sure, yeah.
So that's a fun character to play.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so strong.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, and do you remember that we had a little side story with him involving Pygmalion and how he made all the sculptures that were like so lifelike that when Hercules saw one, he destroyed it.
He's such a brat, bro.
He really is.
Hey, is your man cheating on you?
No.
But he might.
Who are you? Where'd you come from?
I'm a dying centaur, and let me tell you something. Take some of my blood and make your cheating man drink it.
Wow, that's an unusual proposition.
No, it's regular. Do that, and he's gonna be all yours till his last breath.
Listen to him, girl. My man was gonna leave me, and I gave him an ounce of centaur blood, and boy, he died. That's not what I want.
So take my blood right now because I am about to be gone forever. Take it now. Put it in your pocket.
I'm gonna leave.
Take it right now.
I'm gonna leave.
Only free 99. Take it.
Oh, it's free 99.
Free 99.
Okay, I got it.
Okay.
I can't turn down free blood. That was. I'm trying to figure out was that on a radio? Was that on TV?
Maury Radio.
Okay. Okay.
I want to be that girl. What's the 15-year-old girl I love?
What?
You know this one.
No.
Oh, the one who's I have sex in my mom's bed. That one. You love her.
I don't know what you're talking about. I think you're confusing me with someone else.
I'm not.
I don't love a girl who shouts that she has sex in her mom's bed.
You love her. This is a thing that we did 5 years ago. She's like, I'm gonna get pregnant. My mom said I can't have sex. I'm gonna. She's a little 15. I'll show you.
You're gonna have to show me, yeah.
Yeah, you'll remember.
All right, so that covered Hercules Part 2. Thanks for sitting through a hero who has a Part 1 and a Part 2 because there's just so much about him.
Just like you.
Just like me. So, hey, Sarah, you might not know this, but we are on a network called Dragon Wagon Radio.
What?
We are. And if you enjoy listening to this podcast and other podcasts by Dragon Wagon.
You still talking to me?
I'm still talking to you.
Okay.
I'm talking to you specifically.
Yes.
you can go to dragonwagonradio.com/donate in order to help this network and help it out.
What do you donate? Like furniture, clothes?
Actually, you're not that far off. There is like a wish list of things that help support this program and things that we need, like earphones.
What do you need, Paul?
I need someone to love me.
I'm right here. If you like us and you want to talk to us, don't fucking laugh at me. Hit us up on Twitter and Instagram _mythunderstood. We want to interact with you because we can't find friends in real life. Paul.
I didn't know that was a pass off. Bye.
Hey, Paul, you know what's better than myths? Your stupid fucking myths? I like music.
That was really hurtful, but that's okay because we have Zenith here.
Hey, guys.
Hey, you little cutie pie. You sang our theme song.
I did.
Every episode, I sing along to you finishing the note.
I know. It's weird because you don't even notice that I'm sat right behind you while that's happening.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird that you guys finished together.
Oh. So let's hear about your podcast you got on this network, you little sweetie honey.
Okay, it's called The House Show Show, and it's a music podcast where we have artists who come on and they play a little concert, and then I talk a little talk with them, and then we do a little Q&A with the audience, and it's really, really fun.
So where can I find this marvelous podcast that's on the same network as us?
It is at thehouseshowshow.com or on Stitcher or iTunes or wherever good podcasts are sold.
It's Dragon Wagon.